All right, I'm making this message to all my young brothers who do not have children. And I want to encourage you not to have children until you are at least 30. Why do I say that? Because when you ejaculate, your body does a complete scan. It downloads everything about you in this moment, physically, but also emotionally, also spiritually, also mentally. It downloads all your memories, your life experiences, your fears, your ambitions, your ideologies. Like, it's a lot more that goes into a child than just your physical features. And it's a complete coding. It's like master coding. This is masterful. This is masterful coding that happens when you ejaculate. Your body downloads all the information about you up until this point into your sperm. And so this is why I say you want to wait until you are at least 30, because you've gone through some real life experience by then. You've won, you've lost, you've won again, you've lost again. You've loved, you've lost, you've loved again, you've lost again. You've had a job, you lost a job, you had a job, you got promoted, you lost a job. You know, you've moved around, you traveled, you've seen places, you tried different food, you challenged your ideologies, you challenged your own religion, you challenged your own mindset, you challenged people in your community, people in your circle. You've had friends, you've lost friends. Things have changed in your life. You have changed. You are not the same person at 30 that you were at 19, 20, 21. So this is why it's so important. And you're all the more primed to raise a child, to influence a child. You're less worried about your ego. You're less worried about this child competing with you. You're less worried about your place in the world. You know who you are by 30. You have a better idea. You don't have a improper view of women. You have a respect for women. You have a respect for yourself. You want a family. You want to settle down. Like, you're not out here chasing ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, things have come to a level, a certain level, they should by 30. And it gives you and the child a better chance to win, to survive. There's so much more that's downloaded into a child than just physical features. And by 30, you have so much more to give. Like, if I think back, like, okay, I'm 36. If I had a baby at 21 versus having a baby now, that child is going to have a completely different genetic makeup, a completely different sense of awareness, a completely different character, swagger, even like peace of mind. Like, it's going to be completely different. Better, I dare say. Even better. So, do yourself a favor. Live a full life before you bring a new life into the world. You get me? Because I take myself for instance. Like, I didn't grow up with my father, my biological father, right? But not only do I look like him, I talk like him, I walk like him. I had similar ambitions that he had. Even like the way we laugh is the same. Like, there's so much in common I have with this guy. And even the way he thinks, like, I'm talking to him on the phone because I just recently met this side of my family, and I'm talking to him on the phone. Even facial expressions, like the way he does, like, shit I thought that was original to me, it came from him. And I had no knowledge of this. There's no way I knew that. There's no way. But I'm seeing it now, and I'm realizing, wow, there's so much more happening in your DNA than just physical features. And it shows me the real true value of having a father in your life, having a mother in your life, because they are the original source. They have information about you that you don't even realize. And they can share and interpret this information and help you, guide you through life. I look at like Deion Sanders and his sons, and I just think, wow, like they are like copy paste in a good way, because you can tell he is active in their lives because they have the same mannerisms, the same swagger, the same charm, you know, the same athletic abilities, the desire to win. Like, you can see his imprint on them. Pause. You know, and that shows you a present father. You know, I just think that's amazing. And there's other examples that I can't think of right now, but I'm really speaking to my brothers. Like, you really have to want to set your legacy up. Like, your legacy is not just your name. It's what you do in this world. It's the impact that you have. And it's the children that you leave behind. And the more sane and clear and connected and present that your children are, the better this world will be. And the better your legacy. So think about that next time you between the sheets, you know, and just ask yourself, and then ask yourself too, like, all right, look, you gotta think about this too. This is just some real game. Like, we all like having sex, you know, but we don't always like thinking about the consequences. Now, even though this woman is being very generous and opening her body up to you, ask yourself, is this somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with? Because if you have a baby with her, she's going to be the rest of your life. Not just her, is her family somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with? Because if you have a baby with her, it's going to be her family the rest of your life. Are her habits? Does she inspire you? Does she speak to your soul? Is she somebody you can talk to outside the bedroom? She's somebody you even want to hang out with outside of just hitting it? You gotta really ask yourself that. Because if you have a baby, you're gonna be spending time with her outside the bedroom. You're gonna have to talk to her outside the bedroom. You're gonna have to see her again. So just think about these things, like, because you can really listen. I don't think most men realize that you have options. I know you know this. I know you know this because most men are players. It's not a secret. But I don't think most men realize, like, you got options. You don't have to fuck everything walking. You can, hold up, let me take a minute and get to know you for a second. What's the rush to fuck? It's no rush. It's honestly the same. Her legs. It ain't that much different. So why not take your time, be intentional, and be calculated about who you lay down with, who you could potentially have a child with, because that matters. That's your legacy. You can't take that back. And there's a lot of brothers that I know to this day wish they could take that nut back, wish they could swap out their baby mama with somebody else. The cat can't be that good. Think about your legacy.